I am Mr. Ali Hudaydi Ismail Hussein, a famous and celebre actor, film star, and a security officer. I contact from Africa So'ma'li Sana'g Badhan. My portable phone numbers or cellular numbers or mobile phone numbers are 0025290624254 and 0025266624254. My email is alihudaydi44@gmail.com. I know that this place where we are is the hereafter. It's decided that in the hereafter there will be no more this, except for the hereafter is man can hear or notice that the factors which make the man the people can be found or exist there. Tonight, many reports were being said about Dharmandra's reports were being said about Dharmandra's father and my father Hudaydi, that they died in the hereafter. As these parents of me, both who are kings, who are film stars, who are stars whom the officials as the securities, as the soldiers wear on their uniforms, clothes, dresses, as they are stars whom who are more famous and celebre than the planet stars is where we are in Saturn and Mars. They are stars more famous and celebre. As the parents of me who are kings, who are film stars, who are stars whom the officials, as security officials, as the soldiers wear on their uniforms, clothes, dresses, as they are stars whom who are more famous and celebre than the planets, stars, is where we are, and Saturn and Mars and Jupiter. I can take these stars are done bad and assassinated by factions, rebellions, terrorists, who most of them are communist factions, rebellions, movements, who are bad doers. I don't know. I can think where we are is the hereafter. In the hereafter, there cannot be there LCDs. But Dharmandra, my father, Dharmandra and my dady, my father Hudaydi, died in the hereafter, as they were done by communist factions, movements, rebellions, who are bad doers, terrorists. I can think that when I was in Djibouti on Bully Terminus place, where the Islam cemetery is located, it was where all even the film the films which are truth, which exists and the hereafter were finished. They all finished in Djibouti, in the country Djibouti. I can think I was in Djibouti, Terminus place, where the Islam cemetery is located. It was where all even the films which are truth, which exist and the hereafter were finished. As all the trains, railways be finished in Djibouti seaboard, where place Terminus locates. Terminus is a word of same family of verb to terminate. As I heard the revelation of my father Hudaydi and many artists such as many film stars who are missing from us or who have died from us, including Mitum Kakraborty and Darmandra and Michael Jackson and Khatrat Dahir Ege and Gududa Arwo and Sarah Devi and Kulu. And most of them, they said that they are some of the children, marmots. They said we are one of the They said that they are some of the children, marmots, who urinate and bathe. Because when they died, all of them, they were interred in the Islam cemeteries. So they are one of the children who urinate and bathe. They said that they are one of the children, marmots, who urinate and bathe. The children who bathe and urinate are the Muslims and the Christians, whom even their oldest elders and the more aged urinate. Even the 100 years old of the Christian Islams, who are very, very aged men, bathe and urinate so that they are children. So that these film stars whom I said their names, whom my father Hudaydi was one of them, and Mintu Kakraborty and all of them side, that they are one of that they are interred in the cemeteries, and they are one of the children. The children are Christians and Muslims. Children and marmots are the Christians and Muslims, whom even the 100 years old aged urinate and bathe. The kings of the world, whom Allah good and most of the actors. The kings of the world, whom Allah good and most of the actors, film stars as Mutim Kakraborty and Rajkumar in good, and my father Hudaydi and Khatrat Dahir and all the artists, film stars are brothers, whom Allah is one of them. The kings of the world are brothers, whom Allah is one of them. And Rajkumar and all the movie stars are kings. So the kings are brothers, whom Allah is one of them. Therefore, the film stars artists, the film star artist Abdel Nasser Ma'anin, whom the word teacher has his origin, who died in Somaliland, Hargeisa, came back in the house after his house after his cemetery interment, because Allah good esteemed and considerate and respected his older brother Abdel Nasser Ma'anin, whom the world teacher whom the word teacher is him or has his origin. Allah considered in Shemid the Nasr Ma'anin in Somali. It's a Somali word in English is teacher. Many people who do bad near of me and insult me and everybody, I can think we can walk in the hereafter. Many people who do bad near of me, insult me and everybody, insult me and do bad to everybody. I can think we can walk in the hereafter, which is where we are. But many people who do bad near of me and insult me and everybody, I can think we can walk in the hereafter, which is where we are. But soft words and bad words can happen there. The hereafter, which is still never did not happen. The hereafter, which is still never did not happen, has an origin or is caused by the religions which all and must consider as free gratuity. The reason why never the hereafter has happened, or the last day of the judgment, or the last day of the judgment did not happen still. That reason is the religion which all consider as free. The religions, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Shaolin, all should be paid as we pay the Quranic school of the children be paid. So the religions must be paid also as a fee condition of the Quranic school. As we consider the religions for free, that's why the last day of judgment does not happen. Hayya al-falah of the word Islam as son Adam means work and pay the Islam as the children pay the monthly amount of the coordination of the Quranic schools. As I have been mentally ill and sick about 26 years, a wound which is a larger and more immense and enormous than the world locates in my mind, therefore. As 80%, I am one of the world's statistics whom have not the civilization or the knowledge to know and the sense software that the films and the televisions, the cinemas and the pictures have been talking to us. Deeply as I can think, me only about 23 years and are about to come out of the screen and are about to come and arrive out of the screen. So the world and the cinemas and the televisions located in a wood. So the world and the cinemas and the televisions located in a wood cicatrice, which is not even a cicatrice, located in a wood in my mind, therefore, where the cemeteries of whomever I remember locates, as I can see whatever I remember, and in the hair of of my penis as temples which are states who must say they are pictures which have not selfish, whom I can think they are my enemies to settle in my mind therefore, where invisible weapons and caterpillars more immense and builders than the world and carries which I can think I can see alone me only. Destroy and kill and collapse me. And the cemeteries of before I was not born as they attack and kill me, and the cemeteries of before I was not born and bring me back in the world and bring me back in life to kill me new. I can think most of whom I can think most of whom who kill and assassinate me are communist, rebellions, factions, movements who are bad doers. I can think the fish picture which is put on the boards of the cinemas or on the cassettes or on the CDs of the film named or movie which is named or its name is stop motion. The film named stop motion can talk where I am about where I am suffer from. Whom the world and wounds more immense than the world continent is located in her or his mind. Therefore, can talk where I am suffer from. That film can talk where I am suffer from. Right, it the youth bit the film named stop motion. Finally and unfortunately, in malarismo, I have not money to travel for hospital. Which mostly I can think mental ones. So I want any who can aid me deeply as humanitarian organizations helps and aid me. About 13 years I live in a small village town named Badhan Sana'g district of Somalia, Africa, Somalia, where its life is hard and difficult, which is where I be ordered and forced to stay, which is settled by Darot tribe or Singeli Harti or Singeli tribe. Settled that town Badhan where I live about 15 years, where I am ordered to stay. My phone numbers or board phone numbers or cellular numbers are 00252 906242054 and 0025263763247 and 00252659194 and 00252 666242054 and my email is Ali Hudaydi Ismail. No, and my email is Ali Hudaydi 44@gmail.com. Nowadays, wherever I am, houses, restaurants, shops, markets, all the wares, I can see and encounter the menace or the people who are from animal savages or origins, eating and devouring them as the men's, folks, the people. the people who are aliments as rices, spaghetti in cans, meats, viands, and cornflakes, and fruits, and child's cats, the green grass. There is girls, there is girls, there is girls sleeping with me whom our hairs of Venus and Vagina, which are together, which are foods, aliments, and charts, green grasses, which are together, be sold around the roots. I can take the men, the people who are cannibals, who are the cannibals, who are originally from animal sausages, animals, who eat and therefore as the men's people do this, then they go to the toilet to sit or beef, cheer it as they do caca, something like shit, so that can cause hiv, AIDS, sida, and more dangerous sicknesses, illnesses, epidemics. I do not know how they do the materials which the mafia commerciants pass and enter in the screens of the televisions and the portable phones, mobile, cellular, and the videos and the pictures and the screens of portable phones as when they enter in the screens of the televisions and the pictures and the radios, they steal and rob the most important things as the banks, the diamonds, the golds, and the important things as the human body parts, as the hearts, the white blood, which is the sperms, the red blood, the hairs of the vaginas and penises, and the sperms. As men, some people who are cannibals, who are the original of the savage animals, eat, and therefore the men, the people who are spaghetti and rices and cornflakes and meats, viands, fishes, as they cut our items, I can take penis, dig our items, they cut our penises or penises and the vaginas of the women. Then they sell on the roads, them which are charged cats, foods in cans. I can mean green grasses and foods and else to sit to sit and bathe so that these microbes can cause dangerous illness. Sometimes I can see in the YouTube Trump Donald who was like spaghetti to eat. This dimension mostly as the movie stars all the artists, film stars. I am Mr. Ali Hudaydi Ismail Hussein, or Ali Hudaydi Ismail Hussein. The last of the years 1990s, about the beginnings of 2000s, I was terminated staff. I am terminated staff, employee of labor, just a right receptionist. Just a right receptionist and security guard position, and actor and an artist film star. I was terminated by Abu Dhabi National Hotels. I am on staff who was terminated by Abu Dhabi National Hotels Company and Shalmist in the Abu Dhabi Company for offshore your operations. So that, and therefore, as my Dady Hudaydi Ismail Hussein, a king, one of the United Kingdoms, an artist, actor, film star, in the good and Allah of the security and artists as the police and music died, multi artists died. He died few years ago in UK, London. I am an orphan or an orphan who is jobless, comer, who sometimes face famine, is hungry, and thirsty, soft. So that, and therefore, if any humanitarian aid is possible, or however I work for, or how much I work for, which I would like to automatically and systematically, or however, that I collect them or to collect them, I want to collect them, how much I worked or how much you aid me as humanitarian aid. If any humanitarian aid is possible, my Amal So'ma'li international account is 225104959447. 225104959447. Somalia, Sana'g Badhan, with this portable phone number of me, 00252906242054. With this portable phone number of me, Ali Hudaydi, 00252906242054. That's my portable number of me, Ali Hudaydi, as I am Mr. Ali Hudaydi Ismail Hussein, a famous and celebre, a famous as I am Mr. Ali Hudaydi Ismail Hussein, a famous and celebre film star, actor, artist, and security, that just a good and Allah and king of the security as police and artist, film stars, and king, just Ali Hudaydi, I am Mr. Ali Hudaydi Ismail, just a king, one of the United Kingdoms. I am making one of the United Kingdoms. As my party is the party of the peace and against tribalism and the country the racism and the crimes in Somalia is حزبنا نبدا قبيلة ديك. I am jobless comer, so that, and therefore, if this job is vacancies can be offered to me, I want to be elected, voted for all the words as universal presidencies and United Nations as the world president. Waqooyi bari Maakhir State in Khatmi State, Somalia, in Puntland State of Somalia, in the Republic Democratic of Djibouti. As I have been jobless for a long time, I can feel hard and difficult about the life. Economically, sometimes I can feel hungry, famine, intense, as I do not have even a con of money to consume for the life. So that if any humanitarian aid helps, this Africa So'ma'li Amal Bank, African International Somali Bank, of me is my Amal International Somali Bank account is 225104959447. As I am a fellow star and honest, and one of the planet's stars more famous and celebre than the planets stars Saturn and Mars and Eath. I am a star whom the security arms wear on their uniforms dress. So that and therefore I am the enemy hostile. So that and therefore I am the enemy hostile of the bad doers, as I am a film star and a star named Ali, and a star which is more famous and celebre than the planet we are is, and Saturn and Mars. So that as I am an star whom the soldiers, the security, most of the officials, security officers, and all the officials wear on their dress. So that and therefore, as I am an star whom the security wear on their dress, security officers wear on their dress, so that I am the enemy hostile of the bad doers. As the rebellious or rebellious factions, movements, or most of them are columnist factions. As I am Mr. Ali Hudaydi Ismail Hussein, a famous and celebre actor, film star, and security officer. This is my passport number. The passport number is BO 16911238 SOM 770 1018 M3 0052 3527 70 10 10 47 419142. I greet and salute and salam all the best salutations. Hoagie.